Kamen Rider Gavv vs. No.1 Sentai Gozyuger. Shuma and Horu meet when battling against Sweet's No.1 as the two defeat him for good. Horu came to Gavv's world when the Granoots are capturing people from his world, finding out from their friends, the Sweets squad and the Gozyugers, that the Stomach family and Boradon made an alliance to achieve their goals. The Bitter Riders and the 5 Granoots along with the Aries attack the city in Gavv's world, resulting in the Sweets squad and the Gozyugers to go out and stop them. Reiki and Amarga, Kamen Rider Vram, arrives to see the commotion, as the 4 Sweets squad riders ask Shuma who he is, replying that Reiki is a rebellion Granoot like them. Reiki transforms into Vram to aid the two teams, who they later transform and perform their roll call, making Vram watch in confusement. Dark Shuma is happily impressed by this and wants to try it out too as he and the Bitter Riders transform and perform their own roll call to be Dark Gummy Power, Kamen Rider Bitter Gavv, and Dark Chocolate Power, Kamen Rider Bitter Chocolamore. Just like the Sweets squad, as the Bitter Riders introduced themselves as the Bitter Buntai, the 5 Granoots did the same by shouting, Wolf Granoot, Kamyo, and Lion Granoot, Leon, reintroduce themselves now as the Goju Granoots, as they and the Bitter Buntai challenge the 2 hero teams of who will become the #1 best duo team in the universe, Sweets Squad and Gozyugers vs Bitter Buntai and Goju Granoots. Gavv and Goju Wolf take on Bitter Gavv and Kamyo, Chocolamore and Goju Leon against Bitter Chocolamore and Leon, Snacky and Goju Tyranno against Bitter Snacky and Tyra, Mallow and Goju Eagle against Bitter Mallow and Gale, Crush and Goju Unicorn vs Bitter Crush and Junie. The battle starts as the heroes and villain duo teams clash to protect Gavv's world while winning the #1 duo team battle. As the battle continues on, the Kokiki Gachutsu arrives to tell Gavv about 5 golden rings at the quarry in his world that Fire Candle is after, causing Goju Wolf to find out that the Bitter Buntai and the Goju Granoots are keeping them busy while Fire Candle goes after the rings. After taking down their main opponents, Gavv summons the Vokan Buggy via the Vokan Gachutsu 2, along with Goju Wolf riding on, head to the quarry and stop the Special Attack Force leader. Bitter Gavv summons the Vokan Buggy Spicy from the Vokan Spicy Gachutsu to prevent them from leaving the city, as Kamyo unleashes his instincts of a wolf to join with Bitter Gavv and chase after the 2 heroes as well. However, they get defeated again thanks to Gavv and Goju Wolf's combination attack as those 2 head to the quarry, where Fire Candle is with the agents to locate the rings. They found the 5 Sentai rings on the ground as Fire Candle ran towards it to pick up, however were taken by Gavv and Goju Wolf, making FC enraged by this, as he gets mocked by the Red Ranger that he never see it coming and always will beat him in the dust. 1,000 agents and Aries arrive to assist Fire Candle, making Gavv and Goju Wolf finding themselves in a big pinch, as Fire Candle leads the attack. Luckily, the Sweets squad and the Gozyugers arrive to aid their leaders and they win the #1 battle against the Bitter Buntai and the Goju Granoots. Gavv is impressed on what heroes are on each of the 5 rings as he gives them to the Gozyugers to retransform Goju Wolf into Kamen Rider Revi, Goju Leon to Kamen Rider Jeets, Goju Tyranno to Kamen Rider Saber, Goju Eagle to Kamen Rider Gotchard, and Goju Unicorn to Kamen Rider 001. Making the team surprised that they didn't change into previous main Super Sentai, but becoming Kamen Riders, as they use those powers against the agents and Aries, while the Sweets squad battle against Fire Candle as Gavv transforms into Blizzard Sword but to fuse the fake savior's fire power into water, giving the heroes the chance to take him down, angrily escaping for the day. As the heroes revert back into their original forms and were about to head to the city to help Vram, they see him high in the sky and landed to the ground towards them, defeated, and says that the Goju Granoots and the Bitter Buntai have fused into giants, revealing to be Granoot Giant and the fusion Bitter Riders called Kamen Rider Bitter by using the 5 stars Gachutsu found in the city for each of them. The Sweets squad use their own 5 stars Gachutsus to fuse into Kamen Rider Sweet, while Goju Wolf transforms to awaken the Tegus Sword, who travels to Gavv's world, and change into Tegus Sword Red to defeat the 2 evil giants. however were outmatched when a fusion dress guard of King Candelar and Calendius called Candylendius, piloted by Fire Candle and Bouquet, enters the stage. Luckily, Sweet and Tegasword manage to get up and say that they won't give up until they save the world from evil like the Stomach Family and Boredom, having a friend in need to help the heroes fight back, overflowing with power and allowing the Gozyugers taking turns using Tegasword into blue, yellow, green, and black to overpower the three. Kamen Rider Sweet and Tegasword Dread finish the three off with the combination slash attack called the Sweet's Finger Cross Strike, killing Kamen Rider Bitter and Giant, while the two Boredom generals escape, saving both Gavv and Gozyuger's worlds from the Stomach Family and Boredom's alliance plan, as well as rescuing the people from the human presses. While the Gozyugers prepared to leave Gavv's world while eating at Hippopare as a celebration, the squad are disappointed that Hanto didn't join them while asking Reiki to become a sixth rider to the squad, which he refuses. Shuma and Horu shake hands for the day they'll meet again, as the former uses his power to access door space for the Gozyugers to head home to their own world. The team, who wonder how Tegasword traveled to Gavv's world, return to Cafe Half Century and reunite with Saoriijima, who asks Horu if he already find a job, which he says no, making Saori mad and chases him around the house, a cheetah chasing after a wolf according to Rikuo, making the others laugh. As the story comes to an end,